Kind of what the updates on Casey and Martin and Shaddy.
Yeah, Shaddy's not ready yet. He won't play Friday for sure. Martin, he looks like he's good to go. Yeah.
You think Shady might have a shot to play at some point this weekend?
Man, I don't know. It's going to be day to day. You know, like I said, it's not broken. It's just about grip and pain. But he's having trouble with gripping the bat right now.
He's got such a high threshold of pain. It seems like how tough has he been? And you got to know it's really bad if he's not playing.
Well, I know it's bad. You know, he wants to play. He's having a great year and conference game. You know, last few games at Baum Stadium, I think that he's trying to do everything he can to play. He's getting his treatment, and but if you can't squeeze the bat, you can't play.
Hunter Wilson still your guy, or you Kinley?
Kinley will play third, and I'll put Casey Martin at second tomorrow.
Is that just the best defensive, or why
That's the best? That's just the way I need to do it. That's the way we want to do it.
How good is it to get? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All the defenders are good, so it's really not about that. It's just about Kinley deserves a chance. I mean, he's played good when he's been in the lineup. He's played well, so it's his time.
How good is it to get Martin, his bat, back in the lineup?
Well, it's good. The speed, the threat. The bats. It's a plus. It's it's like everybody. It's not every day or every at bat, but what you get is a threat, and he can steal a base. He can really run, obviously. So he brings a lot to the lineup.
Because Alabama being in last place doesn't have much effect after last week on the team review.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it, but we don't even need to look at it as far as a team. We just need to go out there and play well on Friday and go from there. You can't really, in this league, you can't judge it too much off of that. Obviously they're like everybody. They've got things they need to work on, and they've had some bad days, but they've had some good days too, and they've got a lot of players over there that, this summer they'll be playing in the minor league, so you can't take anybody lightly.
Auburn outscored them 44-10. I mean, when you see scores like that, or your guys see scores like that, what do you think?
Well, if you go back and look at the box scores, you're going to have to go to about the sixth inning to start seeing any action, because they held them down the first half of pretty much every game, and that was also a doubleheader where the games got away a little bit late on them, but I didn't look at that at all. I haven't looked at anything, as far as what Auburn did against them. I'm looking at what we need to do against Alabama right now.
Not playing the other night, did that affect things one way or another as far as your momentum or anything?
I hope not. I guess we'll find out after this weekend. But we just went inside last night or yesterday afternoon late, and pitchers that we were planning on throwing a little bit on Wednesday, they threw hitters live inside. Got 20, 22, 25 pitches each, and got a chance to compete with everybody watching and kind of get them ready for the weekend if we need them.
What is it you like about Kinley? I mean, I know he's a good defensive player. What do you like about getting him in the lineup?
Well, he's a really good defender, obviously, at third base, and he can play short as well. He's got a really good eye at the plate. And like I said, I don't feel like he's had probably enough opportunity. Wilson got to play the other night, kind of flip a coin on playing those two the other night. So I feel like Kinley needs to get his shot. Plus, I really like, Casey Martin is a middle infielder by trade, and he works out there all the time, and just I think it's a good way to line that infield up.
Casey Murphy, what have you liked about him so far this year, where he's been able to just kind of bounce around in different starting roles for you?
Well, he doesn't get all uptight about it if he pitches out of the bullpen or starts or pitches midweek or comes in to close the game, or you tell him the day before that he might be out of the pen tomorrow, instead of starting. We just see how it goes, and it doesn't really affect him. He just goes and pitches. He gets on the mound when he's called, and he throws a lot of strikes, keeps teams off balance, and he really competes. He pitches like a veteran. He doesn't take anything personal. He's pitching for the team.
And you only got the one game in against Texas Tech, but how big was it to win that and kind of maybe get the team back on the right track?
Well, it was a big win because they're a highly ranked team. They're one of the best teams we've played all year, and it was good to get a win, especially after losing 3 straight, obviously, and moved us up a little bit in RPI and helped to shrink the schedule and everything else. So, it helped us in many ways. But I think mentally, it kind of helped us get over this past weekend and move ahead.
Did you see anything from Murphy in the fall where you knew he was going to have such a good year statistically?
Well, you know, what we saw was last year, his sophomore year. I mean, he pitched down the stretch pretty well for us and held teams down. I mean, he beat Florida, you know, in the SEC tournament. And, you know, he pitched 2 or 3 times in our regional and actually came back on one day's rest and gave us 5 or 6 innings against Missouri State, gave us a chance to win, held him to 3 runs, I think. So, you know, we saw it last year. We expected him to have a good spring. He didn't throw a whole lot in the fall. You know, he was just working on getting his arm in shape and, you know, didn't pitch in the summer. So basically what we saw was last year that he was going to be pretty good if he stayed healthy.
You expect this West race to just say super tight all the way?
Well, I've said that all along. It's probably going to go down to the last weekend, one way or the other, whether we're in it or not. You know, really, what it takes now is can you stay healthy? You know, do you have you have all your pitchers? You got your closer? Do you got your infielders? Your outfit? You know, are you healthy? You got your guys? And if you don't, you really have to have some guys step it up for you because it's. I think the talent level is pretty close all the way across the board. So, I feel like it'll be a pretty good race for the next 3 weeks.